begin to read of Chapter 13, Section 1, Streams and Rivers. Almost half of the water that falls to Earth's surface eventually ends up in a stream or river, where it travels overland to the oceans. In this way, streams and rivers are an essential part of the water cycle. Streams and rivers also account for most of the erosion of Earth's surface. River systems. Rain running down a slope eventually reaches a permanent body of running water such as a stream. This stream may run into a larger stream. A stream that runs into another stream or river is called a tributary. The running water carries bits of eroded rock called sediment. Larger tributaries carry this sediment until it reaches a main river. The main river carries the sediment to a lake or an ocean and deposits it there. A river and all of its tributaries is called a river system. The drainage basin or watershed of a river includes all the land that drains into the river, either directly or through its tributaries. The highland that separates one drainage basin from another is called a divide. The major divide of the United States, called the Continental Divide, is located in the Rocky Mountains. Rain falling east of the Continental Divide eventually flows into the Atlantic Ocean. Rain falling to the west of it flows into the Pacific Ocean. The largest single drainage basin in the United States is the Mississippi River system. Its western divide is the Continental Divide. Its eastern divide is in the Appalachian Mountains. The drainage basin between these two divides covers a land area of about 4.76 million square kilometers. Characteristics of streams and rivers. The ability of a stream or river to erode and transport sediment is affected by many factors. These factors, which are interconnected, include the velocity of the water, the stream's gradient, its discharge, and the shape of its channel. Velocity. The velocity of water in a stream or river is the distance that water travels in a given amount of time. The velocity of the water in a river is related to the amount of energy that the water has. A fast-moving river can erode materials more quickly and can carry larger particles than a slow-moving river. Many factors affect a river's velocity, including the steepness of the slope, the amount of water traveling downstream, and the shape of the path through which the water travels. Gradient. The steepness of the slope of a stream or river is called its gradient. A river's gradient varies along its course. A river may plunge down steep hills or mountains near its source. There its gradient is very large. By the time a river approaches sea level, it may be traveling across a plain that slopes very gradually, so its gradient is very small. Discharge. The discharge of a stream or river is the amount or volume of water that passes a certain point in a given amount of time. Discharge is not constant over the length of a river. In many rivers, discharge increases downstream because tributaries continually add more water. In rivers that flow into deserts, discharge may decrease downstream. Discharge is not constant year-round. During times of increased precipitation, or at times when snow is melting, more water runs into rivers. The velocity of the water also increases. Rivers become wider and deeper and even may flood their banks. Hydrologist. Have you ever wondered whether the water you drink is safe? Thanks to the work of hydrologists, the source of the water most likely has been tested to ensure its purity. While their specific duties may vary, all hydrologists work to solve problems involving water. Some hydrologists may study how water flows into rivers and streams. Other hydrologists specialize in studying erosion or the effects of pollution. Some hydrologists deal with weather-related issues such as flooding and droughts. All hydrologists use their creativity and research skills to help protect the quality and the availability of water for all uses. Most hydrologists have at least a bachelor's degree in hydrology or a related field, such as environmental science, civil engineering, geology, or forestry. Also, subjects such as math and atmospheric science are important. Besides a solid educational background, an ability to work in teams and a willingness to travel and work outdoors are also useful. Some of the rewards of being a hydrologist include educating the public about water conservation and getting to share research with other scientists. Most importantly, hydrologists derive great satisfaction from knowing that they are helping to preserve a vital natural resource. Channel. The path through which the water flows in a stream or river is called its channel. The size and shape of a channel affect the velocity of water. The channel of a shallow, winding stream with many boulders has a great deal of surface area in contact with water flowing through it. Friction slows the water down. By contrast, a straight channel that is wide and deep has less surface area in contact with the water, so the water's velocity is greater. At this time, use the back of your note-taking guide to answer the 5 questions for section 13.1.